What the? Oh no, I'm in the black void again. Don't worry, I'll fix it. You know what this is? This is me trying to be clever. I was trying to monitor the video training last night, which was defeated by Windows. Just as it started to train, I checked the logs. As soon as it started training, Windows restarted my computer to do update. RIP. So I'm going to start that training again at the end of today's stream. Right, we've kicked the box, metaphorically speaking. So let's just, oh, there we go. My intern has figured it out. It's back. Right. Hello, everyone. 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, 12th of March, 2025. So I've got something cool to show you, as always, and then we're going to slip into the stuff that we normally get doing, just like we do every day. We're here every day at 7 o'clock. So if you're a regular and you're watching live, or if you're new or you're watching later, don't forget that it's we have a Discord. You can join in, and don't forget we've got all types of different places, different sections. We're always posting. There you go. So welcome everyone. I hope you're all settled in. It's a short show tonight because I started late. Boo! But we're going to cover loads of stuff like we always do. The truth of the matter is I've had a lot of work I've had to do that you don't see off screen in the black void, and it's all great stuff. Okay? So then, what we're going to do is we're going to carry on. Now, one of the things which you'll know me for, because if you're looking at me on the screen right now, video matting, right? We've been doing it for the longest time. Can we make it faster? That's the question I pose for you today. Or can we improve the quality? So we're going to take a couple of my clips, if we can dig them out, and we're going to make some white silhouettes. And this is going to be especially important when we come to doing video in painting, which is, I keep on teasing the loom stuff. We'll get there, but we need to actually sit in workflow building for a good hour. So we did that yesterday, or rather we did something else that took all the time up yesterday. And so tonight, my plan, we'll look at the matting, all right, because it's cool, and we'll probably put out a couple of example workflows for how you can use it. It just basically improves on something which I do all the time. Hope you're having a great birthday day. Always. Do you know what? It's funny. It depends where you look. What is the actual date? In my opinion, you can have as many birthdays as you want, but it was recent. Time zones and all that stuff. That's sort of like, well, what does that mean? But anyway, let's get into it, guys. We've got no time tonight. All right. I've got no time. So first of all, of course, you should probably know I have released those 3 Lauras that we were training yesterday. So at the beginning of the live show yesterday, we did 3 new Lauras: DJZ Rainbow Beasts, DJZ Hieronymus Bosch, and DJZ Centre de l'Amour. So let's just show you what they look like. Now I have yet to do full examples myself, okay? But the ones that you're allowed to see on that side are good. And then this one, that dog is almost exactly right. This was just funny though. Right. So there we go. Those 3 things are up. Don't forget about that. Alright, so now that means we can jump into Matt Anyone. Everyone. This is it. Now, a lot of people have run this and gotten a bad result and been like, ah, man, but guess what? You're actually not supposed to. Oh, Buster. Ah, did you miss that? Okay, Buster. Let's give everyone a little example of what the hell happened to Buster, shall we? Let's take a look at this log here. So as you can see, at 8 o'clock we started the training, or thereabouts. 8 o'clock we opened it up. It returned the wrong stuff. We kept going. Okay, so then we started to train somewhere around here, 11 o'clock. Okay. And it was in prep, so it didn't actually start 11 o'clock. I'd obviously gone home at this point, and then at 6 minutes past midnight, my Windows Update service restarted my computer. So I get nothing. Good day, sir. So yeah, it didn't even start training. It did all the prep stuff, and it didn't actually. So I'm going to run it again tonight, and hopefully it doesn't kill itself. You know what I mean? It's all you can hope for. These machines. But yeah, when I turned my machine back on this morning, it was like, haha, getting ready, 90% done. I was like, no. Typical Windows. I'm sure you can turn it off or prevent it. But I forgot, okay? You got me. So. So what we'll do is, but the thing is, I've got the preset, so all I have to do is run this and load and train. So, yeah. Yeah, what then? Suicide indeed, Vascular Degamatron. We got a thing from Apollonia, which I really enjoyed. This is a really nice piece, and I think it applies here. My training run. He's in the bath. All he has to do is turn himself on, I guess. I love it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of RemBG. Okay. This is like, what? Well, you're going to what? Okay. And we're going to keep the get images. Okay. We're going to get rid of that one too. See, because I'm convinced, right, that let's see if I've even got Inspire, because we have actually I've like moved several installs by this point. So let's go with base. Oh, look at that. You can actually, oh, hang on. Guess what? I didn't realize that. It's actually got a way of doing it that's built in. Look, it has RemBG session. Haha. So now we're going to use InspireNet, not Usenet, which is crap. It's okay for, like, proving, like development sort of stuff. I can see why they used it, but it's not what I would use for, yeah. Anyway, so we've already got the model in place, just in case you were wondering. It's just a little path file. You can get it off the Hugging Face. The custom node which I'm using will tell you where it's got a link to it. It's 140 meg, very nice. Chuck it in there. And so what's going to happen is we're going to get InspireNet to do its business, which is what we always do, right? We always get InspireNet. Well, I do anyway. And so then what's going to happen is it's going to use this after the fact. So it's going to like improve the mask is my understanding of what this does. But the interesting thing is, and this is really cool, it only uses the one frame to do the whole thing. So unlike before when we were using InspireNet, I'd be doing InspireNet for every single frame, yeah? Which is quite computationally intense. But what this does is it allows us to only do the first frame, and then this will do the rest. Yeah, that's the main thing, right? Which, for video, is pretty cool. So let's just, I mean, that's a bit too large. So what we'll do, we'll bring this outside. We'll grab a video. What's that? It's a video. Is it a video? I'm not sure if that's really a video. It's not moving. How about... need person. Ah, yeah, there we go. There's person. Okay, so we'll use this. All right. Okay. So extract first frame. Okay. So you can do your own, right? So you could even do this manually, which is pretty crazy. So in it comes, and let me see here. Do I want to keep it? I want it to be the size that it is, actually. Hang on a minute. Why is it being silly with the sizes? Give me a sec, guys. So image comes in, and then they make it... Right, let's do 1024, so it's square. All right. Okay, it's got like a width and a height input that are... Okay. Let's get Q selected on this. See if we're onto something. Vascular decametron. Okay. So that's the first frame, and she moves quite a bit. So... let's give it a blast. It's definitely working though, so let's see what we get. Obviously, yeah. Oopsie. But that is, I'm giving it quite a tough one, but yeah. It didn't get that bit right. So we get the colour of the spotlight behind her in it, which isn't great. When you go to overlay, that's going to be really obvious. I mean, I guess you could edit that out yourself, but it's almost like, nope, that's a fail. Is there a seed-based? Is this seed-based? No. So it's probably going to do the same. I'm just going to do the same thing twice and make sure it's like... Oh, no, you can't. It's, yeah. It's just going to be the same, so it didn't do it. Right. Let's try a different video. Let's see if it can recognize the dog. Yeah. It's really good. Okay, so it can be fooled by certain things. Like, in a way, look, it failed there. See, it's kept a shadow, but that's not always a bad thing. So it didn't keep this shadow, though. It just kept that shadow, because it's hard to draw a line around it, I guess. But that did a pretty good job. So... next video. I'm just going to try it with a couple of different things. Oh, that's going to be hard. Yeah. It's got all kinds of weird stuff like tentacles and things. That's not bad. That's not bad. You see what I mean by when you have all these little bits and pieces? That's very hard to just do automatically. It did a pretty good job, though. It's not actually got any motion. I just wanted to see how it would do with stuff like, you know, hair. How are we doing with this? So it's just a small zoom in, but there's some intricacies here and stuff that could confuse it. So what did he do? Oh, he masked out a bird. I suppose, yeah, we've got blue sky, blue sky, blue sky, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just like, you know, could have been better. See, the thing is, what we've got to remember here is that we're not actually having to do every single frame. It's just doing the first frame. There's only one mask required, and then it's automatically doing the rest. Warm-up frames. I wonder if you could like increase that and make it more accurate. So hang on a sec. Hang on a minute. It's not actually connecting them. Can we in-paint the mask? Yes. That's why we're doing this. See, if you want to do video in-painting, you need a good system that can do video masking, right? And I think that if you want to have quite a long video, can I even find a long video? Oh, I know. I'll use one of those new ones from Thing, which I have to talk about. Where's Discord? It killed itself. Ha 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 ha, how ironic. Hang on. So if I go to bubbity diddly dee, where did I put it? Oh yeah, that's right. It's in image sharing. Alright, so let me just download one of these. There we go. Take that. Right, this, done with Viggle. Using one of my images. Viggle, V-I-G-G-L-E. Okay, so they use 3D models and they just map your image to their 3D model. That's why it's so good. Because they're actually texturing a 3D model and then rendering it on a transparent background. Okay. It's not bad. So, like I say, if I mean, this is already matted, right? But it's not really, okay? So, like, it's already on a white background is what I mean. But we don't actually have a moving mask for this. So, and it's quite long. It's like 22 seconds, okay? So that's quite long for an AI sequence. So, what I would do is just run it. And we'll see. You'll see. And I think that what we could do is make this a bit more useful, because at the moment what it's showing is actually the foreground frames and then what the mask looks like, which is fine. But we could make this more useful. And that's what my plan. My plan is to make it more useful and release a version of this thing. I like how simple it is. It's a bit of a strange setup. So we got her on a green screen. Let's see what the mask looks like. It's good. Very good. But like I said, this won't get us anywhere on its own. So what we're going to need is, well, you want foreground frames and alpha frames. So combine alpha doesn't exist. Lovely. Alpha, join it with alpha. Batch alpha composite. No. We want to make it transparent. Save with alpha. That's an image. That's not going to be very good either. Yes, we'll try it with that one. Now, do I have that cool preset? I still don't see it. See, I put in a fancy thingy. Let's see if we can do this. I put in a fancy extension. So let's look that up. If I go to Video Helper Suite, there were other video formats. There we go. NVENC HMP4 additional options for transparency. Suppose I could try that one then. See, this didn't. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so what about we try that one? I've never used it. Okay. Looks pretty black and white to me, though. I mean, looks like green screen to me. Yeah, it's green screen. So we've joined it with alpha, but it's not transparent. RGBA. Try it again. It still looks pretty green to me. Video depth anything. Consistent depth of very long videos can help remove sky from cables. See, this still, even with RGBA, I don't see this. But then again, maybe I'm not doing the right thing here. Hang on. Mask composite. No, that's compositing an actual mask. No, it's a different one. Image composite. Remove alpha. Join image with alpha. This is weird. I can't seem to find the thing that I need. I wonder where the... I'm just trying to think of where I did this last was. Can you not use John John's transparent MOV extension? I tried, I put it in there, but I don't see it here. ProRes doesn't... Profile, I don't know what that means. Profile 1, 2, 3, 4. What does this mean? Should we try that one? I don't know. I thought ProRes was already there. See, I was waiting for like a new thing to appear, but... Okay, so that one doesn't even work. See what I mean? So I don't even know. I installed it, but it doesn't show up in my list. So I don't know. Normally I just use WebP for transparency. So let's just try that. Yeah, let me have a look in the folders. So if I go into Video Helper Suite. Oh, you know what's happened? It's in the last version, isn't it? It's in the previous Comfy, I bet. Because it's like stuff that you have to add to nodes, you know? It's like, do you remember? I don't remember. So yeah, let's go back to 12. Go into the custom nodes section and see if we can't find a Video Helper Suite. And then hopefully that is... that's the wrong folder. It's not in that one either. See, this is the problem, right? Whenever people are like, oh yeah, just add that one file into the... Comfy can be quite unstable at times. And so it's like, now I'm going back to... See, look, this is only February 5th, okay? It's not like... and we're 2 installs back... digging through, trying to find Video Helper... Where is it? Video Helper Suite. To go into video formats, to get transparent MOV. To put it in our current one. Oh, hello. It did something. Not what I wanted it to do, but it did something. Hey, transparent MOV. I think it's going to still have green though, because this isn't doing what I thought it was going to do. I think I've got it. I got it. I just had to put it back again. Oh, damn. It still doesn't work. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, so it did that one last. Okay. We're failing. We're failing hard right now. Oh, yeah. Workflows. Comfy. Photoflux. Probably in painting. Or scene creation. But I think probably in painting. Ring painting, in painting. I don't know. I don't see the composite stuff here. But where would we have put the composite stuff? Last week, boosted upscaler. Yeah. Training tools. I don't think any of these. Oh, I do want to have another look at Relight though. Yeah, I don't seem to. That's what this was for. Okay. Didn't work. Didn't work. I've got the wrong node. Nightmare. Video to video. Mimic motion. Detailer. None of these are what I'm looking for. I do want to have a look at that. It's been a while though. I might need to get some models. Scene editor. This is ancient. This is not what I'm looking for. I wonder if I could even find that now. Oh, it'll be in the old. Like usual. This is like a struggle session for me. Where did I put it? Maybe it's like in here. Oh. That's all WAN, Kokoro, Hoda, nothing. Caption. Oh, really? Right, give me a minute. This is kind of... That was something that didn't work. Warp noise, custom noise, pad for out painting, and then composite. Don't like it. WAN video QT. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find my compositing examples. Yeah, maybe I put them in examples. I mean, because I made a composite video example. It's in here somewhere. Wait, did I just see batch alpha comp? What? Can't find InspireNet. Right. Ah, that just puts them together. And it requires one of them to already be... so that's not it either. Oh, whack whack. Close but no cigar. No cigar. What? I'm going to have to make a whole folder that's just about this. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so I think, is it because I don't have layer style right now? You would think layer is all I need. Layer? Yeah, I haven't got layers. So I'm missing a massive custom node set. Layer style. Need that. I need that. Full Dive says, I love your old music, like some of the new ones too, but the old ones hit different. Yeah, they're kind of like, we've this part of the, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny, we've had them for so long. Part of the reason I keep adding more music is keeping it fresh, but I think some of the early stuff, they're like classics now, just because it's like we've been listening to them so much, frankly. But I appreciate that. Are we actually installing anything right now? Yeah, we are. It's just taking forever. It's not actually finished yet. Oh. Now we can restart. See, I was missing nodes. I'm sat here going, why can't I find that node? All I want is the thing that will let me have it at the end, basically. It makes sense. Although I would say, though, that this install isn't the one. Maybe 10 has it. See... Oh, gosh. Okay, so if I go into user, default workflows... Yeah, there's even more in here. All the example stuff we did. Face shaper, face swap. It's funny, I never used Apollo once. Okay. Layer. Oh, look at that. Now we've got layer blend proper. Right, so now where was the one that was like layer alpha? Combine alpha. That's what this one's supposed to do. What? Screwed me over with the links. Oi. Yeah, get rid of that. Now this still might not be the right one, but I think it is. Got it on transparent mauve. Wasn't in here either. Oh, yeah. What does it mean? I mean, I swear I already checked 12. I think it predates the history of mankind. Ah, look at that. We've got it in there. Okay. Llama cleaner. One video. Exoda. What we got in here? Ah, that's just the same thing everyone has. Right. Ah, it's already run and there's nothing there. That's not good. Right, we're going to have to check. I think it might be there's just no preview. So let's find that out. Back to here, into outputs, date modified. What do we got? MP4. That was at 8:36. That was just now. So it is working, I think. No, it's not. That's these two. Nah, no mod files. So I don't know. Yeah, very strange. The reason I'm digging through all my old ancient stuff is because I've got examples of how, like, there's different ways of setting this up. Let me guess. Great. The NAS is down. Just right when you need it. Right when you need it. I'm curious. Furnicar says, I'm curious. Old ones shouldn't beat new ones unless the point of diminishing return, which is far from being reached. Don't worry about it. I think it's more of a personal skill thing. Like, I'm just, you know, I've been experimenting with new different genres. Some of them doesn't quite work, you know. That's fine. That's okay. Right. So yeah, some of the new stuff is experimental, which is that's what I like to mess around. Experimental. So we have our video coming in. we have a mask. The mask is good. And we're even improving the mask, so we get an even better mask. But then we can't put those two things together and have that mask drive that video and give us just dancing person, which is kind of funny to me. Usually I'd save a PNG sequence, so I got the best quality, but even a GIF. See, I think it's because the foreground frames are on a green screen. Yeah. Yeah, like, why is it putting out a freaking green screen? It's dumb. Because it's like, you want to do remove background, but then you want to do remove background again? Doesn't make sense. So I think I've got to take these into a node, and then it's going to give me what I want. Bottom line. See, it won't even run it right now, because it's like, you've already made it. You already made this. Alright, do a ping pong. Because I haven't already made it. Let's have a look. Output folder. Got any GIFs for me? Yes. Let's see it then. It's just the preview's not working. Or it's busted. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. It's busted. Could it be that the mask needs to be inverted? Hang on. So, like, it's making her invisible, so then there's nothing there, you know? So then there's nothing, yeah? There's no pixels. I bet that's what it is. Let me invert the mask. Invert mask. There. Let's try it again. Yeah. Well, certainly took a lot longer than before. WebP can do it. Yeah, WebP should be able to do it. I sometimes use WebP instead of GIF because you get better quality. Sometimes. Because a GIF actually has a restricted color palette. Indeed. Do you know what? I don't think it actually worked. Don't think it worked. Oh, we got something this time. So last time it looked like that, and this time it looked like this. So no, I had it correct. I had it correct. Even though there's like a green outline, I had it correct. It's kind of cool though, actually. Right, hang on. So you know, we do not need to invert the mask. So I'm doing it right. But I will say though, the edges of the mask are a little bit like, yeah, all of this stuff. See, this should be that one. So why is there a difference? So dilate makes the mask bigger. So I'm going to put that to 0. And then it goes, it's got a road at that. Oh, I'm just going to try it again. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go to WebP next. The old ones are more distinct. Yeah, do you know, I think the reason the old ones are more distinct is because I was, you know, I'd been using the same prompts, which I'd been refining for the longest time. And so I really knew what I liked and what I didn't like. And then when I've come to start doing like jazz, funk, you know, techno, all this different stuff, it kind of still had a thread of the original sound in it, but it's dominated by this new idea, right? But every time, I don't know if you've noticed, every time I end up circling back to that original prompt or that original idea. Oh my god, why is it invisible? Because I did the dilate kernel to 0. Interesting. What about 888? What about that? It's interesting that I completely erased her by having dilate on 0. That's still making a GIF. We need to stop making GIFs. Not good. Yeah, see, we're doing techno now. Like, I wanted to do a Wipeout album, I think. I wanted to do, like, techno stuff. Yeah, this is Vector Protocol. It's either that or it was, like, Cowboy Bebop, which was, like, jazz, techno, all kinds of different stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's experimentation with new genre, yeah, rather than the classics. Which were like, you know, well researched, you could say. I just wanted to sort of push what I could do. I just wanted to see what I could get away with, you know. Come on! See, I don't think this workflow's coming out tonight. It looks, this is correct. I've improved it and all, but I haven't achieved what I wanted to achieve, which is like actually outputting. Because this is the thing, like we're outputting the foreground frame here. The platform, yeah, you probably, well, to be honest, my plan was always to load it all into a door and start. Ah, finally! And she's still got a green outline though. She's still got that green outline. Wait. Huh? What? Hang on. Hang on. Let me just save that again. Play it again. Do you ever want to like punch? Literally, that's the same thing. But apparently it has an alpha channel now, which is, you know, that's all I really needed. The trouble is that it's actually needing to shrink. Okay. Okay. Shrink mask edge. Okay. So this is why I'm here tonight. You know, this is why I'm doing this. So we switch out for a decent remove background. That's improvement number 1. We mess around with the kernel settings. Improvement number 2. Delete these because we won't need it because this is the output for production, right? And then give us some actual mask shrinking stuff. So we're not going to invert the mask. We're going to shrink by 1 at 4 with softness 6. And we're just going to see that that reserve isn't too big. So... Baboshk. Let's make this a little bit bigger because I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. You see, I have some plans. Oh, this is a classic, man. Yeah, this is from one of my first albums. First 5. Catch Doors. Hell yeah! Love that distorted sound. Is it going to do it, or is it refusing? Because, yeah, I'm up against the comfy seed right now. So I'm going to just reduce the frame rate to 25. Yeah, this is like an anthem. Classic stuff. 25 FPS, so it'll do it. We got it on ping pong as well, so she can dance backwards as well. There we go. Maybe the node color is not helping. I know, right? Why is it green? Let's make it blue. That'll contrast nicely. So now we can see there's quite a considerable edge there. So we're going to try and shrink it. That's what the whole plan here. See if we can refine this edge. I need coffee, man. Coffee time. That means the will to live. quite a lot of mask to shrink. But here's the thing. Isn't the mask the same every time? I think it's the same mask every time with a different video. You've got a funny setup, Lucy. Look, it's still trying to choke the mask shrink out a bit. Uh-oh. Is this too much? It might be too many frames, guys. I hope not. But it's been doing it for a while. Oh no. Oh no. It's still trying, isn't it? It hasn't managed to do it. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good at all. Well, so close, yet so far. See, here's the stupid thing. Wait a minute. Oh, mate, do you know something? No, surely not. Wait a minute. I'm just processing. I don't even need to do this. It's clearly computationally insane. So how about we just don't do the image which had the green background to start off with? That would be one way of doing it. Because we have the mask, right? So we don't really need these frames. And then also, of course, I could have just done that. Or for black, that is. I think 255 across the board should give me a white background. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not thinking about the problem. Okay. Because we've got 10 minutes, like I said, we've spent the first hour on this. I think it's really important, so you're going to be seeing much more of this. I was hoping to release a finished workflow without this bleeding green line. But as usual, we're going to have to... Do you know what? I'm just going to do a restart, see if it'll work. Come on. Come on, listen to me. Yes. So, yeah. Did you see image combine alpha combined to like 500? Look, wait. Where is it? I want to know what is it going so slow here? 551 images. So, like, you know, we were sat there going, God, this is taking a while. There were 551 images, guys. That's way too many. It's because this is 22 seconds of video, isn't it? So whose fault is it? My fault. Because I didn't set a limit on the load cap. Right? Look, it even says here 551. So really what I should be doing is I should be testing it with a batch of like 16 to 30 frames just to see what it looks like. You know? That's what I should really be doing. But here's the thing. I'm trying to show, because like I said, if I was going to do Inspire, whatever, if I was to do use this to just process the whole thing, that would have taken forever. It probably would have crashed, actually. It probably would have said, like, no. So anyway, I want to see if I can just sort of bypass this and, yeah. So let's just refresh that. Okay, boom. So yeah, the only reason I'm doing that is so that the original resized image gets the mask that we refined, and that should be all we need, right? So like being able to color the background and stuff, which is here, it doesn't really you know. So it'll probably end up with a white outline. And that's partly why they give you the option to colour it, because I think it's supposed to be like bleed. Because you can obviously add another blend when you add it onto the overlay. But personally, I think you should try to make your mask as clean as possible in the first place. And then you don't have to do lengthy... You saw that edge process. It was taking forever. But there, again, important to remember... We're doing 551 frames right now because you only have to do the first image and then this matte anyone will figure out the rest. So here we have our latest version. I think it's set to give a white background, but yeah, we should see a white edge now maybe. It's funny. I actually created this like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, oh my god, 22, wait, 23, okay, there's actually 24, but the last one looks horrific. So it was literally one of the purple beasts. So I've got like over 20 of these where each of them used a different input. So this is a little Viggle feature, everyone. Mini feature, Viggle. So just in case you had not noticed, when you're on Discord, if you're a Viggle member, you get animate, customize, and then you just type what the motion you want and then choose the background that you want. From template means whatever motion prompt that you prompt, it's going to use AI to find a motion guide video or 3D model, right? Cancel that. So that's how this is done. It's literally built into Discord. You just click on the whoop, and then it's right there. They've got restyle, roast, face swap. I've never used the rest of them, but as I was already a member of Animate, I didn't even know about this. You can just go send, but I like to customize because you can put in your own thing. So obviously I used the same motion command for every single one here because I want them to match. So let's get the thing open, go to the downloads folder and get this busy. So what is it? There's all of the things. I don't want to select all. What's that? Is that also a dance? Yes. So we're going to want to not get the same one though. Like that, and then X. Dancing Thoras. Because that's what they are. A whole bunch of dancing Thoras. So now we've got it working. Look, a white outline. That's not too bad. I mean, it's still not great. I still want to tweak that. Deadly, innit? Yeah, it's funny because I don't have an outline on myself. So that means I definitely fixed this. The question is, how did I do it? I thought I'd be able to adjust this, but it turns out if I adjust that too much, it actually just doesn't work. It breaks. So we're loading in our dancers, like I say. So we're going to do load video directory now because, you know, I've got a whole folder of these. We'll get a seed on the index. Get the path. Don't. So just for the sake of, like, you know, not going crazy, try to avoid using white spaces when you're in your paths. Just to avoid madness. And yes, I know you can use percent 20%, but it's just not practical. Okay. Alright. So, directory index. You should probably be familiar with this setup by now. It's in a lot of my workflows. So we have it on fixed. So this is obviously going to change whatever this is. So get rid of that. Put that there and put that there. So we're slowly approaching something useful. I'm probably going to reorganize this as well, but at the moment it's fine. Because to be honest, well, let's go. Project file path, of course. Because how else am I going to organize all these projects that I do? Primitive into the project name. Orange. There's your project name. This is a classic as well, man. Love it. Old school. I'm going to have to go back to the classics. The avatar is white, unlike the dancing model that is black. That is very true, actually. Because I am a silhouette, I get away with a lot when it comes to the edge, don't I? Because think about it. This silhouette, if I was to show you the silhouette, you'd be like, oh, it's an Apple iPhone or an iPod ad. But if I was to show you this, you'd be like, oh, it's an AI thing. Whereas this actually looks convincing. Because it's like the lowest detail you can get. You know? Was I cheating? Well, I did make it a year ago. Oh, we're nearly there. Let's see. So I want to go into the project file path. And we're going to call this one, what's it called? Mat Anyone. So, Mat Anyone. That's literally how they said it. Mat Anyone. And then what's this going to be? This one's going to be WebMs. Yeah, WebP even. WebP. Alright. And then what do we call it? Mat, yeah. Mat. Simple. See, it's still got a little bit of a white outline, doesn't it? That little glow. The thing is, I think that when you combine this with a video background, let's find out. I don't like just like putting it to chance, you know. Oh, finally! Wait, what the hell was that? What is this? Load of masks. Get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, I think we finally got an excuse to do the thing I've been wanting to do for ages. Man, let's do it. Basically, a long time ago, I had a crazy idea which I never really had the time to figure out, and so I'm glad you can all be here to see the craziness. All the way up until now, I've been using my project file path generator to save files and do organization of saving different assets and stuff. It's super cool. All right, but the thing is, it's not enough, right? It needs a second component to it. So, I should have kept that welcome thing open. Where's the welcome? Give it back. I need the welcome thing back. Hang on. Do I still have DJZ nodes? That's in the wrong folder. So we're going to have to open the new one. Basically, I need not a file. See, it's project path file generator, project path folder generator. Okay. You'll see why. You'll see why. It's actually a bit crazy. It's not that crazy when you see what it'll be good for. Enough talk. Let's do it. Who am I kidding? It's never enough talk. Yes, I trust me. Okay, so we need to find P for project path file generator. Project file path. There. Right. Okay, so this should be super easy, I'm hoping. I should be able to slam this one in like a few minutes, hopefully. We'll see. So I'm going to say my custom node, what is it? My custom node for comfy UI. In fact, completely different start. I need to remember to elucidate a response. Elucidate, or whatever the hell. Okay. Elucidate, and overcome. So we're going to say we will create a new custom node for comfy UI named project folder path generator .py. It will be based directly on a project file path node.py. Let's just call this node as well. Just a okay. Which is able to generate paths according a file path according to the user's needs. Okay. This new node will not generate the, what do we call it? File name prefix? The file name, yeah. The file name. Only the other path options. Only the other path options available. So in this way, the node is able to construct the folder path, according to the user's needs. All right. The names of the fields should remain the same. Yeah. Omitting file name. Okay, that seems pretty simple. Coffee's getting cold. No. We are running out of time though. I wasn't joking. We might have to starting earlier again. It's okay. I've just been super busy, guys. Like, basically, between you and me, I do a lot of running around working for various peoples. And it's funny, it's a bit like buses. There'll be nothing for a week or two, and then suddenly they all come in the same day. It's partly my fault, though, because I took a day off yesterday. Not from the streaming, but just generally speaking, I didn't do any work. I was too busy messing around. Celebrations. So, rename and remove. Perfect. You'll see why this is super powerful as well. And there's a reason why I want the names to be the same. Because I want this to be a component. So you'll have file path node. You'll have file path node and folder path node. Why don't they change their own ink cartridges? Because they need to pay me, that's why. I actually recommend that you get the... Listen, if you're going to invest in a printer, you want to get the tank, okay? And Epson do the cheapest paint. Epson do the cheapest ink, but you need to get the tank, okay? It's expensive, but it's cheaper. Trust me. It's like buy more to spend less. That's how it is these days. You end up with way better build quality. Nah, I take my day off on Thursday when I'm hanging out with you guys in the Discord. Ink costs more than blood? Does it? Maybe if you have a Canon printer, but if you have an Epson printer... See, this is sponsored by Epson. I wish I was. Do you know what? I'll do ads for Epson if they send me some free ink. Have you seen the prices? It's 75 quid for a reload, but it will last you like hundreds and hundreds of pages. Okay? Obviously, if you're making like A3, A2, yeah, it's going to cost you a lot more than that. But I think at that point, you know, like, why? What are you doing? Are you going to sell them? Or are you just doing this for fun? Like, how many people buy a £600 printer for fun? Oh, I just thought I'd print some stuff out. Hey, to be fair, though, people spend like £1,000 on a drone. So... maybe it's not so crazy after all. At least you got a poster to show for it. You know, you might crash the drone on the first flight. Tank. Epson. So Epson do an Eco Tank series of printers. And if you don't get a cheap one, they're really good. They're really good. You can put photo paper in there. You don't even need to get an A3 printer. The A4 printers still make really cool stuff. You probably don't need the size. I mean, I have got an A3 Plus, but I'm selling posters. Come on, guys, you're all making images, right? It's like, oh, I'm sitting on loads of images. Yes. Anyway, enough talking. We've created our file, we've created our node, and we've also created our explanation of what it does. So, let's restart Comfy and check if it's broken. So, you might be thinking, well, why the hell do you care about, why do you need a file path, what's it, yeah? I'll explain. So, if I have a process... and I'm making a bunch of things and they're going into a folder. That folder is known and they're saved there. If I was to then have a switch here, which can turn this top rack off, and then there's another rack down here that's loading the things I just made, but instead of using this and having to do it all yourself all the time, instead it's preset to automatically look in the same place that this is looking. Because you can go... clip space copy, right? And my intention, or I hope, it might not work, is that I'll be able to go clip space paste, and then my load node is loading the stuff I just made. I might have to push R, you know, to reset it. But the idea is this is going to make like a crazy system where you can have all these different areas doing things, saving the stuff you need for the next step, and so then it turns into like a 1, 2, 3, 4 type system. And we can do so much stuff, but it's already set up because it's kind of like, it's dynamic, right? So like, for example, say I made a bunch of control net maps, yeah? When it comes to my flux workflow, it's already looking in the right folder. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. And it's possible to make a batch, like we can make 20 of these, then come down to the next row and then use a 1, 2, 3, 4 to then go through them all again with some other process. So that's what I'm aiming for with that. Is this thing restarted yet or what? What's she doing over there? She's hiding away. Come back, come back, come back. There she is. Hey, hey, hey. Right. So let's see if it works. Folder, nothing. We got to reset the page. Folder. That's not good. Oh, I know what it didn't do. It's the same thing it didn't... Yeah, basically, guys, I'm an idiot, and I forgot to update my init. You know? What am I? Who's got 2 thumbs and didn't upload his init? This guy. So let's see. It was ages ago when I made that, so I'm just going to type it in myself. That's the name. Yeah, that's correct. Project path file. I wonder why it calls it a generator, though. It kind of knows it's not one. Manager would have made more sense, probably. But yeah, I've been thinking about this for weeks. Alright. Arrestato. And then we can step through all of these, and I can just leave it to do this, and then we'll spend the last bit of the stream looking at this holographic, what you call it? Holographic shooter. Yeah. Just print with blood instead. Hey man, money saving tips brought to you by the 100. What's this? The man of the 100 custom nodes is about to get 100 live streams. Hell yeah, we're gonna do it, guys. The thing is, right, we do, what is it? It's the 12th of March now, so that means that by the 25th, I think, if I can do math, 27th maybe, yeah, by the 27th of March, that'll be. So do you know what's funny, right? The number of days we don't live stream because of Thursdays is going to make it that April 1st is live stream 100. I'm pretty sure. And I might actually like deliberately do a live stream on, you know, I'll make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to manipulate the dates. Make sure we get there. I'm going to, guys, stream 99 on, you know, like the day before. So, we're going to got to cancel it. Why? Because we got to do 100 on April 1st. So there might be, maybe I will take a day off, but only so I can get that date, that number to land on the right day. It's okay though, guys, because think about it, right? Technically, it's April Fool's only in the morning, so it'll be the evening by then. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Nothing can go wrong. Alright, I think we must have restarted by now. He doesn't tell us sometimes. Just to waste those valuable minutes. Come on, folder. Project folder file path. So I want to do a copy clip space on that one, and yeah, it works. Works. Now, obviously, you've got to connect in the same, you know, you've got to connect in your project, right? So what that means is, if I go like this, string and show text. Okay. Oh, I need to unmute these so I can run it. Right. We didn't actually set the project yet. Brilliant. So where's the Dancing Thoras? Here it is, my project, right? So Dancing Thoras, right? We're on 0 right now. And so I want to show you, this is the concept. Okay, so obviously we are about to save whatever, right? So boom. Whatever is going to get saved to Matt Anyone, project name, webp, Matt.webp, yeah? So Dancing Thoras is the thing. So as you can see, look, Matt Anyone, Dancing Thoras, webp. That's the folder. Because remember, how does this work? it needs a path. Okay, so if I bring this down here and plug this string into the path. Wait, that's not going to work. Hang on. It's missing a component. It's missing something. So that's a relative path. I need the whole thing, baby. So I need my path to comfy. It's kind of annoying. I was hoping I'd be able to just pipe, and it's still going to work, right? But it's just kind of annoying. Because what I need is my path to comfy. It's not like that's hard to come by, but it's just, you know, it's not as clean as I wanted it. Maybe I'll make a V2. So yeah, if I go to comfy and then output and then copy that like that. And then we're going to do a box text so I can edit it easily. Text box even, that's what I should have said. Okay, like that. Alright. And if we put the slash there, and then, so it'll connect up nice. And then we'll use append. Don't tell me I haven't got append. Join strings. Yes. Ah, nice. Actually, I can take that off and use slash as a delimiter. And then I can just go 1 and 2 and 3. Switch them around. What have we got? K machines. Portable, comfy. Oh! Huh? Oh! You know what happened, don't you? Didn't press enter. Okay, there we go. Matt anyone, Dancing Thor is WebP. So now the path it's just being generated. Perfect. So if I put that there, and then I put that there. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, and then of course, well, it's just as easy to hook it up there, isn't it? So we put that in there in the path. We obviously want a directory index for this one down here as well, so put that in the index. There we go. Okay. So I hope you understand what I've done there. All right. But the idea is that this model, it's not a model. This idea here. So you have your path to the output folder, joined with a slash. You have your path that was generated by the last action. Okay. And so what is gonna load? Let's say max frames 1, and just get a preview. That should also work, right? And if I refresh the page, okay, and run it. Uh-oh. Path does not exist. Are you sure about that? Oh, I know why. Right. So this doesn't exist. He's right. That doesn't exist yet. New project name. So the idea is that this is like a stage 2. Hang on. Can I just put this in a group and just drag it out of the way? Stage 2. All right. Keep this outside so you can hook it into anything. Okay. Right. Go. And we get our old friend, the bypasser. Fast groups bypasser. Okay, and obviously my intention is to get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. We actually don't need this or this, it's a waste of time. It's nice to show what the results are, you know. Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't need to be there. It did need to be there, but for when you're using something, you don't need those anymore. It's a bit like previews. You don't really need previews if you know that the outputs are reliable, so it'll make it faster. Just get rid of them. Right. We've got our dancing Thoras. Now I'm going to put this lot in a group as well, and we're going to call this one Stage 1. Okay? Right. Now, as soon as this actually finishes saving its first file, this will be able to work. You see what I mean? Because there will be actually a folder. There will be a file in this, right? Yeah. And like I said, you should... Do I need to really put a limit on it? No, not really. It's not really a preview image, is it? We need one of these guys. And one of those as well. So put that there. Obviously, you've got to hook up the project. So it's like an in-out system for the files, okay? It's an in-out system for the files on the hard drive. So I'm probably not doing a very good job of explaining it, but it's a new idea I've just come up with, I guess. It's not really that new an idea. We were doing this before, way back in the day when Animate Div first came out, because you couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it. And then things got automated. But, right, so we've got our file. If I now... Is that saved? Yes. So if I push R and swap these guys over, fixed 0 should be that same animation that we just made. Okay. Oh, no, still not working. Still not working. Okay, so hang on. Let's just check the path. Output. It's not there. Oh, I know what I've done wrong. I've got the wrong freaking... It's my fault. I've got too many comfies on my machine. Okay, that's my fault. So, in fact, it is working. Invalid position 0, he says. Invalid position. WebP. No, it still says invalid index 0. Alright, so... No, it still hasn't saved it. It's not actually saved the file there yet. I'm sure we ran it, though. Alright. Do you know what? Maybe it didn't run. Probably because Comfy was like, I've done this before. Change the seed. Make it do it again. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what's happened, yeah. And of course, the idea is you're going to do something to it in the second go, right? It's not just here for show, right? I'm not just like, oh, you can load the thing you just... It's a way of automatically loading the thing you just made. Because how many times have you been like, oh, I wish I could see the thing I just made, you know? So that's what this idea is about. Don't shoot the messenger, but 44 live is repeated. This will mess the plan, right? Oh, no! You're joking! But that means that the 100th will actually be the 101st. No matter how hard I try. To rename or not rename 44. Man, so that means this is actually 76, not 75. Oh, man, this is confusing. Because I've told people, like, oh, go and watch stream number whatever. I think there's just going to have to be 2. Oh, I know what to do. I could skip one. I could skip 77. Is that 2? No, I don't know. I could skip one, right? I could skip one of the numbers and then it'll even out. Bonus content. You can do 2 lives in a day. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. I'll do 2 lives in a day with the same number. Wait, no, that's going to make it worse. 44 became 44.5. Yeah, we were afraid of 45, so we did another one. Is this actually finished? I'm not convinced it's actually saving these files, guys. Let's have a look. Refresh. Yeah, look. No, I'm in the wrong place, aren't I? Yeah, get rid of this. Right. Maybe I fixed it now. Matt Anyone, Dancing Thoras, WebP. There we go. Now look. There's loads of them. Why are there PNG? There's loads of them in here. Right, okay. I think we figured it out now. I'm just going to delete the early ones because it will get confusing otherwise. So if I go to 1 and increment there. Alright, and then the idea would be 0 and increment here. But we need to make another one yet, so there's a buffer. You'll see what I'm about to do. Okay. Because we got 20 of these. So here's the plan, right? Now there's going to be 2 in that folder. There's going to be 3 and 4. So, but the file names don't matter, right? So we turn this on, 0 and increment. And even though it's only going to make us a preview, it's only going to make a preview, but I'm trying to show you how you can do, like, what's it called? Factorio-like automations. Because the thing is, you don't need to you know how you have to press R in Comfy to reset what's in the list and all? Well, the thing is that the files are on the drive. Once the files are written, they're on the drive. So if the order's being respected, which it should be, this should work like you know, this will be on task 3, this will be on task 1. And then when this gets to task 6, this is on task 3. And then you could actually have another one running. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then it's whatever it just finished, it's loading here. And whatever this just finished, it's loading here. But it's like one job apart. So then you're doing 3 jobs at once, but you're passing the stuff from the previous stage to the next stage. So an example might be color correction and upscaling, for example, right? And so then you've got this 3-stage thing going on. Anyway. That's the idea. I'm only going to do 2 here, but so yeah, parallelization. Yes, multiverse parallelization explained by DJZ. So yeah, the idea is like little factory production line here, yeah? So, like I said, I don't need to press R. I can just Q now. And it's failing because I'm smart. Hold up. What's the problem with it now? What do I need to fix? Maybe I do have to press R. Hang on a minute. Right, well, anyway, I'll go again. Yeah. Hey, that's cheating. See, because this is going up, and then this is failing. Hang on, you're cheating right now. You're cheating. Hold up. Let's just turn that one off for a second. What's going on here? Invalid video index 1. What's your problem? What is your problem? Look, invalid position 1. Well, there's 2 files. You big fat liar. Yes. Oh gosh, what the heck's going on here? Okay, so there's 2 files in there. Is it because it needs to be at 0? No, it doesn't like that either. What the heck? This is new. No, this is correct. It's just lying. Lies. Okay, I'm not going to save the output because that's going to get super confusing. In fact, let's just... Stupid. Still says it doesn't like the index. Does it need to have a slash at the end or something? Is that the problem here? I've never had to do that before. Matt, anyone? Dancing Thoras, Web P. Dancing Thoras, Web P. Here they are. Here they are. I wonder what the problem is. What's the problem here? What's the problem? Incremental video. 0. Let's try doing it a different way as it's being... Okay. Convert that back. Get rid of that. Incremental. Integer modulo by 0. Nice. Okay, so I've hit a bug with the thing I wanted to do. No. Single video. Index 0. Look at that. It doesn't even work anymore. Hang on. Let me disconnect this. I'm going to find out why it doesn't work. So if I just attach that and then put that there. Same thing. Doesn't work. Invalid index. I mean, that's weird. It's set up the same way I would set up any other one. Okay, so what about star.mp4? Wait, they're not. Are they MP4s? No, they are WebP. Nope. Alright, how about fix recreate? And then put the path in. Nope. Alright. What about with a slash at the end? Is that the problem? Nope. What? Hang on. Is the path wrong? Nope. Huh. So why does that work? But it doesn't... It works here, but it doesn't work here. Right, tell you what. Pull this down again. Delete this. Index. Get the index back. Yeah. Get the path. Thank you. Okay. Q. Hook it up. Q. Nothing. Invalid 14, yeah. What about 0? Nothing. What? I'm getting my mind blown by Comfy UI tonight. This doesn't make no sense. So, like... Oh, what a nightmare. So the thing I want to do doesn't work for some reason that it won't tell me why it doesn't work. The usual standard Comfy UI stuff. So, hang on, let's find out. What's it say here? Invalid video index 0. 0 is invalid, apparently. Okay, alright, wise guy. So if I just close this and do this. 3 and 17. Go. Is he complaining about the thing? No. Same node. Same settings. Even without any of this path stuff. So I eliminated the path stuff from being a factor by just typing it in, and it still doesn't do it. So I'll have to look into this to find out why that doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's no... Okay, logs. Look at that. There. So the error is twice, the same error twice. It's basically complaining about load video directory, invalid video index 0. But we always start at video 0, so don't know. There's obviously something wrong. Not sure exactly what I've done there, but I'll find out. The main thing is the node's created. There's a lot more uses for it, but the idea is to set up this whole save preload for whatever I'm doing next. Does the path work in File Explorer? Yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is showing you guys how to use holographic tutor. So I've been going on about this for a while, and I do apologize for it being like at the end of the show, but you know, next show we'll have a whole hour on this. So if I go close folder, because he's just batched now in the background, I don't need to watch it. If I go to my story mode, which is here, this one maybe, story mode, it's either that one or that one. Let's go for this one. Yeah, doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. It's a classic. Did I go and put it in here? Yeah, I think I did. I got a new tools folder now. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so then, narrative spittoon inversion, right? In the prompts folder, there's nothing about the holographic tutor and how to use it. All right, so point number 1, I'm going to be adding that. Point number 2, I might even try and turn him into an MCP server so you can install him and use him with any model, but that's a whole different kettle of fish. For now, all you need to know is roughly how to use it. All right, so these are the modes: score, review, critic, and weakness. Okay, so right now I've got an expanded story already finished. It's got a screenplay, a script, story. So in here, this is the complete story, 0 through 10. I'm not really sure what the heck they are. Got some like loose pages hanging out. Yeah. Anyway, so if I take a look in here and I say, let's look at page 5, right? Yeah, I would work on a page at a time, or compile it all into one file and work on that. But I think it's cheaper to do it a page at a time. All right, so real simple. This isn't even going to take long to explain, actually. So I'm going to say at page 5. All right, story. No, those are not. None of those are good. None of those are correct. Okay, so /010/story. Okay, it's really weird. I think it's doing some kind of bug where it puts the 010 after the file name. I'm not quite sure why it does that, but we want page 5, okay? So it'll sort itself out in the thing. So I'll say we will use the review. No, in fact, let's do weakness, because that's the BIM. You can get reviews and stuff from any chatbot. So, oh, you want to know about that? Okay, we'll look at that when I've explained this, Fernicar. You raise a good question, and I'll explain why Ace Hollow FS didn't update. It's because all the deep thinking models are Ace models, and you don't need holographic file system anymore because you actually save the files on your computer with a VS Code. When Hollow FS came out, we didn't have VS Code and Cursor and all these different things. Now we do. We don't need to have the files organized in the latent space. But there are going to be some new models coming eventually, which will do that by making use of latent recursion. It'll be possible to do a holographic file system again. But at the moment, I have upgraded my cognition systems to Deep Lucid 3D. And I'll show you that in a minute. So we will use the 010 story page 5, weakness, We will use the weakness tool. Okay? That's all I have to say. Oh, I probably could have actually said at Johnson's narrative, whatever the crap. Let's see if it can figure this out on its own. I think I might actually have to say... Yeah, he didn't... Wait, oh, wait, he's reading... Here we go. He's reading the project instructions, which will include holographic tutor. Look, see that? So I said, we will use the weakness tool on page 5. He goes, I need more context about it. He reads page 5, and he's like, oh, I need to understand about the weakness tool. I need to read the project. So he reads the project. And then he's like, let me read more about this weakness tool, holographic tutor. Yeah? Thinking, ghostwriting style. He goes, I now understand. You want me to use the weakness function described in holographic tutor.txt. So you could get there quicker by saying, described in at holographic tutor. And you could obviously say review, score, whatever there, right? So that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is a prompt. He goes, is this understanding correct? Would you like me to identify 3 weaknesses in page 5, identify and provide rewrite suggestions based on ghostwriting? Now, normally I say, remember in previous versions I've turned that off because I don't want him to provide a rewrite. This time we are, because remember, we have a ghostwriting style defined, okay? Which is obviously customizable as well. So, would you like me to thing? And I'll be like, 1, yes. 2, yes. 3, no. Okay. Add that to the plan. I'm going to get this prompt uploaded. Narrative spittoon into prompts. And then we'll go to the thing and we'll go create new file and we'll call it holographic tutor weakness mode. Weakness mode.txt. Yeah, there we go. Look how easy it is, Spencer. Okay, now let's look at what we get back. Act. So here we go. My plan. I'll analyze page 5. For identified weakness, I'll quote first 5 words to pinpoint the location. That's so that you can easily search. You search for the words to find it, because I don't know how big your story is. Then I'll craft thoughtful rewrite suggestions for each weakness. Okay. You could tell him, step 4, write them in, but you probably want to see what they are. Could your system review my mini-story, please? From Writers Club. Critic review, the one that said so many colourful about your last page writing script. Yeah, of course we can. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. We'll do that. There was something else I wanted to show you, which I completely forgot about. Oh, yeah, Ace Hollow. Simplest way to explain it is I have an MCP server which is broken. That's good. Deep Lucid doesn't work no more. Okay. Deep Lucid doesn't work no more, apparently. I don't know. I think what happened was I merged something and it don't work no more. What the hell? I think it must be connecting to an online thing. Yeah, it's a shame. We'll figure this out. Until then, you can just use the actual prompt. And the actual prompt is an LLM base prompts. Above Ace HFS is 3DKF. And then if you go into Deep Lucid 3D, we have the combined system prompt. When you go into something like Cloud, you'll notice you can do a project setup. And then if I go into my UCPF, which is the Deep Lucid 3D, you'll see inside I've just copied that entire system prompt into the set project instructions and then combined. All right, so that's how you access that. All right. Back. We're now looking at Deep Lucid 3D, or we were looking at Deep Lucid 3D. So I think if I go into LLM Writers Club, I don't see anything here I can steal to review and whatnot. Oh, is that it? There it is. Your mini story. Give it time. This one. What do we do though? Which one is it? Is it this one? Is there an update on the public approval registering? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Assisted polished results. Is that the one you want? Which one are you talking about here, bud? I don't know which one he wants to do. Alright. I mean, I'm guessing it's either that one or maybe it is this one. Failed. But you said failed attempt, see? So I'm like, you're going to have to let me know which one you want me to look at. But yeah. I don't know which one you want. Alright, fine. That's it. I've had enough of hanging around on that. So, we'll figure it out and we'll do it in the next section, like I say. Because we're going to be... Like I said, we're circling this whole narrative stuff, you know, pretty intensely. Do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, I won't be happy until I'm done, and I'm going to show you every single bit of the process as I go through it, right the way up to publishing. And then, you know, one day you're going to be like, oh, remember when Johnson was on about that thing and he wouldn't shut up about it? Now it's just a link on his shop. That's the goal. You know, it'll go from, you know, being that thing that we spent weeks on or days on, and then it will be just another link on the website, you know. That's like my serial killer trophy. Do you know what I mean? You put a link up on a website. That done. Scratch. Right? All my blood slides. Right. This doesn't work yet, which is kind of annoying. But this works. This does work. See, what I like about it is you can actually RemBG long-form video without it needing, like, 551 RemBG operations. So even though it's got a white outline on it, which is kind of annoying, I'm just going to make that part of the style. See, that's it. You can always just own artifacts, make them part of your process, and then it's like, it's part of it. What's this say? It's the README MD. YouTube censored me saying the full name as if it was a URL. Was that a Dexter reference? Yes, it was. Well spotted. Let me just see now. The show that won't die. Apparently they made a prequel and now they're making another one with the main guy again. So, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to make this like part of the style, if that makes sense. So, like, all of them will have the same white outline and so it's fine. See, what I really wanted to show you today wasn't this. It's what I'm going to do with this. But I'm not going to spoil it. It'll be a cool surprise. So, yeah, apologies for the late start today. I actually got super lucky. My brother helped me change the wheels over on my car. So I've gone from 17s to 18s and they're like looking nice. So, like I said, it's funny. We had to put like a, what is it? Either a 1 or a 2 inch spacer on the rears, which is nice. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, my plan for this is obvious, actually. Do you know what I mean? Bunch of dancing Thoras. I wonder what's Johnson going to do with a bunch of dancing Thoras. Well, I don't know. I'm sure you can figure it out. And yeah, look forward to that. But let me just see if I can get this thing real quick. Hang on. It was the README, was it? Publication of the first edition. Right, thank you. So we're going to download that and take it into my tool. Okay. Oh, look at this. So here we go. Wait. Right. Weakness 1. Callahan leaned forward, lowering his Conversation with Callahan. Lengthy exposition. Yeah. Info dumpy. Yeah, look at these. This is all great stuff. Weakness 2. I arrived early. Securing a... Lack sensory immersion beyond visual elements. Settings appearance is described as limited engagement with other senses. Sound beyond dripping smells, temperature, which would enhance atmospheric immersion of this encounter, right? I was preparing to leave. Transition to Harbour Authority feels rushed compared to the leisurely pace of earlier dialogue, creating an uneven narrative flow. So, suggestions for 1. Oh look, he's given me the fix. Revised. Yeah? So look at this. The implications were disturbing. Mind control? My stomach tightened. Mind control? Reality control. It's way worse than you thought, everyone. Okay, and it's going to be the same ish. It's going to be the same thing. But I hope you can appreciate, like, literally, it's doing more than just find weakness. It's actually offering you a fix, and that fix is contextually bound to the project. So it's within the limitations of what you've defined. So then it's up to you how complex your recipe is. So here we have rewrite suggestions, weakness 1, rewrite suggestion, weakness 2, rewrite suggestion. And you could always just do a re-roll and be like, oh, actually, I want a different one. You know? How's about that? I was preparing to leave when glasses clinked sharply at the bar. Good stuff. So this is what I'm trying to say. Now, I did say, like, you can just load the whole thing in there, so watch this. So I'm going to go ahead and put your thing in my story folder, if I can find it. Not this one. I don't have one. Right, okay, so story folder. I already have one. Hey! Not there. Here. What? It keeps on making folders inside a folder. Oh, man. Oh, man. I hate it. Right. There. No, I don't want to go... See, I don't want to make a folder inside there. This is driving me nuts. Right. Just something simple, please. And now the file won't open up. Draft.txt. Go in here, yes. Yeah, no. Man. Okay, we got there. All right, so how many, what you got here? You got 13,719. Yeah. So we'll come back. We'll grab this. Oh, stop it. I just wanted to grab the text, not look at it again. Right, plan. Yes. We will use the weakness tool on at draft. Yep. Described inside. I could have sworn I had a holographic tutor there, but whatever. There we go. Holographic tutor. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, I was doing the weakness sniper first, but yeah, we'll do the review as well. Review tool. Okay. So that's what he's going to do. Comprehensive analysis from university creative writing tutor perspective. Focus on academic and craft elements. Specific examples from the text. Constructive criticism. And then it's going to write the report. The phrase, it's like... Oh no. Appears multiple times. It's like you're born, you grow up, and later it's like they flipped a switch. He's really picking on things. So wait. Strengthen narrative transition between chapters 1 and 2. Also, several passages in chapter 1 employ repetitive constructions that diminish narrative impact. Yeah. It contains occasional grammatical issues, particularly with comma splices in more complex sentences. For example, they create illusion of progress, but in reality, they only waste our finite time. Creates a potential comma splice depending on how it's interpreted. Do you know what? It's not that bad, you know. Like, I've seen worse reviews, right? The number on the board suggests a specific question, but we never really learn exactly what it is. Much of Nira's story is told from direct narration rather than shown through specific scenes. Consider dramatizing key moments, her discovery of the time loop, her infiltration of the lab, or her moment of realization about spatial displacement problem to create a more immersive experience. And then shift to the classroom discussion. Give it time, Nira presents an ambitious, intellectually stimulating narrative that effectively uses science fiction tropes to explore philosophical questions about the value of intellectual pursuits. I think it wasn't that scathing. I think it did a fair, you know what I mean? It's a fair, constructive review. Right? And as I say, the prompt is literally, we will use the review tool for your file described inside holographictutor.txt, which is right there. Okay? If you ask me, this is more like prompt inversion, because you define a bunch of complex prompts in a file and then you refer to a JSON that maps them all. So if you look right here, I've got characters, speech styles, the world, the ghostwriting style, the narrative spittoon, even more information about the characters in the world, and all of that is mapped from this project instructions file, which is literally just a list of files containing prompts for different bits of the process. So it's totally possible to do this for anything you can think of. It's just breaking it down into little bits and then having all of them listed, and then when you do your prompt, you go follow the rules in this file, and then you haven't told him anything, so he has to read it, and then when he reads it, he knows it all. It's crazy. Reese Muirhead made an app yesterday that lets me finally search through all your old live videos without watching hundreds of hours. You'll have to tell me how you get on, because I got the same problem, Reese. I've been wanting to put timestamps in and like a rough description, like what happens in each hour, stuff like that. And I can't do it because all of the whisper tools I've used have been like, file's too long. That YouTube link's too long. Yeah. Would it be harsher if you used critic mode? I want the one that's brutally honest, like the one that beat your last page like a punching bag. Well, the problem is I had a punching bag to beat. Your story might not be that bad, mate, you know? I hate saying it like that. Makes it sound worse than it is. But let's just see, because I know I've got a critic. That is a module. That is one of the things. So how about we do that? Story draft, use the critic tool. Okay. Now, normally the critic is actually a publisher. So he's actually supposed to be like looking at commercial viability. And a lot of the time, he's the one that's going to turn around and go, this isn't going to sell. No, but he doesn't do that. Often he'll come up with a bunch of really cool ideas of how you can monetize whatever it is. So here we go. Look, commercial potential, publishing format requirements, market viability, target audience. It's a different type of critic. Yeah. So I don't think he's going to give you a funny critique, unfortunately. I don't think he's going to do that. He does say a couple of things here, like, you know, it's like, you know, like. So, and then what else? Some dialogue restates concepts, promise profound answers, but leave us endlessly searching. repeats almost verbatim across chapters. See, that's something you really got to watch out for when you're like using AI to write. This is because if you read it, if you read your own book, you'd be like, oh no, I've said the same thing, you know, many times. And now, unless it's like a plot point, so you intentionally want them to keep saying this phrase, because that could be like a thing in the plot. Some dialogue in chapter 3 restates concepts established in chapter 2. Again, this is probably going to be something like we're writing backwards, so there are going to be some weird things like this. You know, like, because somebody mentioned it, if you are writing backwards, you introduce your character on the last page and then never again. So then the first time you meet him, you're like, it's like just nothing. But I think it does get it the right way round. I think it does, because it's writing forwards on a page-by-page basis, but you're going backwards, and he's just predicting this might have been why the next page happens each time. Because he's really good at predicting what happens next, right? So I was exploiting the fact that he's good at predicting what happens next. So I said, well, if he knows what happens next, maybe he can look at the page as an outcome and then write a new description that leads there, and then just keep doing that. And it did work. And for simple stories, I think it works really well. The more complex the story gets, the more this falls apart. But it's remarkably stable. So refined casual register in chapter 1. While the conversational tone creates accessibility, phrases like she's all, it's like, and massive headache create a register that contrasts sharply with more formal philosophical discussion in later chapters. Consider moderating the tone and create a more cohesive stylistic whole. I think the reason that my critique was so bad, it's duplicate on purpose. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, if it's part of the plot, then just ignore it. Because that's the other thing. The AI is looking at one page at a time. You know? Or, well, with this story, it's looking at the whole book. But the way I normally do it, it's looking at a page at a time. Because a page could be 30,000 characters. Could be a lot there. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, we'll do more writing tomorrow, most likely. It's the Discord hangout tomorrow. So if you want to come along and chill out, I no doubt most of the people are still in the stream right now. I expect if you have the time, you'll be there. I'll look forward to seeing you. It's time for me to disappear into a puff of smoke. So I'm going to go home, go to bed, and I'll see you all tomorrow, maybe. Remember, no stream, or maybe there's a stream. We'll see. I might just stream anyway. Depends if I need to get 100 by the 1st of April, doesn't it? All right then, guys. It's been great. We'll be doing more masking, more in painting, and more video tricks. Plus a little bit of writing on the back end of the stream. Even if it isn't a stream. See you next time.